Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Today, I got a fun and exciting deck for you. Again, one that we have not played. This particular deck comes again from those lists of decks that make 6 or 7 wins or better, I believe, something like that, that Wizards has been releasing. So I thought this would be a fun, good, competitive deck for us to check out today. Pretty excited about it. Additionally, we did see it in a match 1 or 2 days ago. So I thought this was a good time to pull this one out and give it a shot. So with that said, Planeswalkers, as always, before we check out the deck list, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, you can like the video if you like it. You can also like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay up to date on content like this. And lastly, feel free to stay in tune with my journey by checking out my Untapped profile. You can see exactly how I'm progressing on my way to Mythic this season once again. Now, a little bit faster so far this season, so we'll see if we can keep up the pace relative to making it the last 2 days there. So with that said, Planeswalkers, let's go ahead and check out the deck. Today, I have a Boros Warriors deck for you. So this was one that we ran against. I thought it was pretty interesting. Thought we should check it out. This list probably isn't the exact same as the one that we played, but nonetheless, it's got a lot of interesting things that I want to capitalize and check out for us today. For those of you that are new, this particular deck, or for returning or long-time Magic players, Boros is the red and white, or mountains and plains color schema, giving us the Boros symbol there. And then additionally, it is a Warriors deck because the mechanic here, Warriors. So as you can see, the creature type is Warrior. And the objective really of this deck is kind of, I would say, more mid-rangey, because we do have even though we're good at the 2-drop, a lot of the more powerful cards here are going to happen at 3 and 4. But again, it's really about controlling the field and getting some really, really big, beefy warriors moving pretty quickly with some pretty heavy-hitting equipment cards as well, with everyone's favorite Embercleave there. So that is kind of the objective of the deck. Very, very excited to take this one into action today. There's a lot of good one-offs here that we'll talk about in a little bit when we cover the deck list. But again, as always, the list is available for you down below, so you can absolutely copy and paste that out of the description if you'd like. Also, there are links to the deck for you if you prefer that, so you can absolutely click on those and get access to saving them or whatever you want to do. So with that said, we're going to walk through the deck list here quickly, talk about the main board. We'll go into the sideboard, talk about the sideboard, and then we'll talk about how to sideboard. And then we'll round that off with some fun competitive Magic. Right now, I think Platinum Tier 3, maybe? Tier 3, Tier 2, maybe? We'll find out pretty quickly, I guess. So let's go ahead and take a look here, and then we'll come back and we'll walk through all these components here of this deck. Again, very, very heavy in that 2-slot drop. And how many lands we run? We got 12 lands. So this thing is very aggressive, but that's because we run all these modals here. So if we count the modals, 4, 8, 13, 11, that gives us 11 plus 12. Is 23, if my math is correct, plus these two, 25. So we're going to be sitting pretty good, and we do got some pain lands there, so we'll be okay. Pain modal lands. But let's go ahead and start walking through what we got, and we do have this one too, so we're really good. So this is Spikefield Hazard, again, modal land. The first one that we'll have here deals 1 damage to any target. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, we get exiled instead, or we can bring in a land that's tapped. Next we have Shadow Spear. So this thing is awesome. 1 equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample and lifelink, so a great finishing card for us. Additionally, permanents our opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn, so people always forget about that. And then we can equip it for 2. Next we got Cabiria, Takedown and Plateau. So again, modal land. This card's awesome. So it deals damage equal to the number of creatures we control to target creature or planeswalker, or we get that modal land there that we can tap for land. Or have a land come in tapped. Seasoned Hellblade here, a very, very nice indestructible creature if we discard a card. So very, very powerful for us. Great 2-drop. Then we have Sajiri Shelter and Glacier. So again, target creature we control gains protection. So another ability to hit our own creature, do and drive through in terms of finishing, or give ourselves some protection from some different things. And then again, tap land if we need. We got Kerrigan Intimidator. So here on this Human Warrior, we get to choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, so you can pay 3 if you choose all 3 if you want, but this Human Warrior gets +1/+1 till end of turn, or target creature becomes a coward, and then cowards can't block warriors, so it's very important for this deck, so we'll get a lot of unblockable stuff potentially. And then target warrior also gains trample at the end of the turn, so huge enabler in this deck. Next we got Shredded Sails, so this is great, very situational. Additionally, we have cycle if we need it, but we can destroy target artifacts, so we've seen plenty of Maze Mind Tombs now running main board, lots of artifacts main board, and then again deals 4 damage to target creature with flying, so this gets rid of Yorion. Nope. Let's not get rid of Yorion. I think it's 4/5. I'm thinking off the top of my head. But anyway, we can just check quick because now it's going to bother me. And it's getting late, so that's why. And I can't spell. Yorion. There we go. 4/5. Yep. Not going away with that. But does hit those pesky rogues if we need. Sorry, guys. I need to take a break there. If we need. Next, we got Shatterskull Smashing. So here, Shatterskull has deals X damage up to 2 creatures. If it's 6 or more that we're splitting, double that damage. So very powerful. And then again, that pain land that I was talking about, we can play it, pay 3, and it comes in untapped. Next, we got Maul of the Skyclave. So I absolutely love this card. It's very powerful. When this enters, we get attached to a creature. That creature gets +2/+2, has flying, and first strike. Next, we got Akiri Fearless Voyager. So this card's awesome. Again, whenever you attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, we get to draw a card. And then additionally, we may, on the fly, unattach an equipment from a creature we control. If we do, tap that creature, and it gains indestructible until end of turn. Very powerful on both the defensive and offensive side. We got Kargan War Leader here. So other warriors we control get +1/+1. So this is going to be really important. Next, we have Elspeth's Nemesis. So we can create some soldier tokens. We can gain 5 life. We have an escape creature or planeswalker. And then additionally, we can boost our own creatures with the -1. We got Legion Angel. Again, a warrior angel. And then gives us access to pull in from the sideboard. We have Nahiri. So we get a create a core warrior -2. We can look at the top 6 cards of our library and may reveal a warrior or equipment card from among them, put it into our hand, put the rest in the bottom. And then -3 deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to twice the number of equipment we control. So very important there too. Outlaw's Merriment. I love this card in this deck because the situation's so awesome. Additionally, it does pump a 3/1 warrior with trample and haste. We get a human cleric with lifelink and haste, and then also a rogue with haste, and when it enters the battlefield, it does 1 damage to any target. Rakdos the Unscarred. Another human warrior here, legendary creature, attacks each turn if able, and as Rakdos enters the battlefield, choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. Has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen number. Poor Achilles heel there. Next, we got Elspeth Conquers Death. So exiling a target permanent our opponent's control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. We also here slow down our opponent's next turn with our opponent's cast. Non-creature spells cost 2 more to cast. And then lastly, we can return creature or planeswalker from our graveyard with a +1/+1 counter or loyalty counter. Embercleave here. So again, very powerful flash equipment, giving us double strike and +1/+1 and trample. And lastly here, for the modal lands, another pain land, we have Agmiria's Call. We can give all our creatures indestructible, or we can create we'll create 2 4/4 Angel Warriors as well. So very important, very powerful, very aggressive. I like it both for best of 1 and best of 3. Looking super forward to playing this today. And then obviously our last kind of modal land here with Pillar Verge Pathway and Needle Verge Pathway. Oof. Big breath. All right, Planeswalkers, we're going to go ahead and check out the sideboard, and then we're going to talk about how to sideboard here in a minute. So first off, we got Disenchant. So we're going to play this against target artifact or enchantment decks. So this is going to work well against things running Maze Mine. So this could be like Big Red. This could be also the decks that are running Glass Casket. So that could be Yorion Selesnya decks, those kinds of things as well. Anything running enchantments. So this could very easily be an Azorius Blank deck. This could be anything running, an Elspeth Conquers Death. It could also be a Kroxa Sacrifice deck, or sorry, mid-range deck that we would play. Very, very good, very situational. Next, we got Glass Casket. We're going to run this against creature-based decks. I would run this against things that are utilizing Escape as well. So this would be good against mono red. This would be good against the mid-range decks that we just talked about. Lots of good spots for this. Ember's Shieldbreaker, again, the ability to destroy target artifacts. So similar to the ones that we already called out, I would play that. You would also want to play this in the mirror match because stuff like this is an artifact. It could work out well in some of the Selesnya counter decks as well that do run things like Maul the Skyclave. Very, very good spots. Disenchantment will also work against the... you can destroy Annex. It will also work against Eidolons, mono black enchantments, those kinds of things too. Scorching Dragonfire you're going to run against creature-based decks, also against things that you definitely need to exile. So again, a lot of things in mono red or big red. Additionally, I would run this against Rogues decks. You're going to run this against Lurrus decks. Anything like that, that would be a good spot for you. Phoenix of Ash. Anytime you run into a mill deck, you're going to want to play this. So Dimmer Mill, Rogues Mill. If your opponents are also playing Flyers, you may want to run this because we don't have a lot besides Legion Angel to hit that. And strategy-wise, too, when we board, and I'll just call out the mill decks here for a minute, you may even want to put both of these in, or all your cards with Escape as well. It will screw up kind of your hand draw, mana draw thing, but just keep in mind having the extra sideboard cards in your main board is always really important. And then if you just need a go over the top card, you could always play this one too. Legion Angel is there to pull, so we already got that one covered. You're going to get some additional cards and bandwidth out of the deck, and particularly from that card. Elspeth Conquers Death. So where would I play this? I would play this against things like Gruul. So a lot of these we didn't talk about in terms of Gruul already. You played Scorching Dragonfire against Gruul. You play Glass Casket against Gruul as well. But this is a good one to play. Anything running 3 or greater in terms of creatures, this works good against mono green. You could play it against mono red if you wanted. It's not going to be the best to run against things like Dimmer Rogues. You're only going to really hit Lurrus and not get quite as much value out of it. Lots of good spots you can play this. Big Red's a good one too. Lots of creature-based decks. This one always works well. Also against the Yorion decks, this stuff works really good too. Next, Ox of Agonis. Same thing. Anyone that's running Mill, you're going to want to run this. Dimmer Mill, Rogue Mill. Those are some good ones for you. Or even Discard. I would run this against, and I should have said that with Phoenix of Ash. The mid-range decks, that's a good one to play as well. And then lastly here, Heliod's Intervention. So lots of artifacts or enchantments we're going to destroy. Target player gains X life. I would run this against Yorion decks. In particular too, so some of the things that we missed, Esper and Orzhov. So you guys can check out those decks that I've done as well. Yorion, whatever flavor. Same with Heliod's. You're going to want to run all those. And I would also run Phoenix of Ash and Agonis against the Doom Foretold decks too. Whew. Big breath, my friends. All right, so lots of things, lots of areas that we can play. I've done the tier list, like 20 plus decks, so I do miss them once in a while, so I apologize because there are a lot. But anyway, you could also play these things against like Boros and all that stuff too, and Mardu. And the Rakdos deck that we just did the other day, which you guys should check out too. And the Orzhov deck that you guys should check out. But anyway, okay, enough said. I think you guys got the gist. So let's talk about how we're going to board here. We're going to focus aggro. We're going to do the mid-range, and then we're going to do late game control, as we have been, because I think that works best, and it helps to make things obviously still with the slight flavor in terms of identifiable, but then how do you kind of improve situationally versus what you're playing. So again, aggro, we're going to be pretty well set, but I would still bring in Glass Casket. I'm bringing Scorching Dragonfire, and that would probably be it, to be honest. Unless you need a Disenchant or something like that, or Heliod's Intervention. Where would I cut? I'd probably drop Elspeth Conquers Death, and I would maybe drop even an Embercleave, to be honest. Again, pushing things forward. We're going to get bigger creatures just through the nature of this deck. We're going to get a lot of value of Maul the Skyclaves. This isn't really an aggro deck. Again, it's more of a mid-range, so you're not going to necessarily be turn 4. You could turn 4 them. Maybe it's going to be a tough, very, very tough haul to do it. I'm just trying to think if mathematically if you're going to be able to do it. I don't think so, actually. Turn 1 this, turn 2 this, turn 3 this. You can't move it over. Yeah, so you're not going to hit the curve. So it's at least a turn 5 deck. So those are some considerations there. But anyway, the other thing that you could get out here pretty easily is Shredded Seals. So that's a good spot for you too. So that gives you 6 spots really to play around. That's going to give you enough bandwidth there in the deck. And then in terms of mid-range, same thing. I would, you're probably going to want to keep Elspeth Conquers Death, maybe. But if not, you're not going to get a lot of value there. And Shred Sails, you're not going to get a lot of value. You're going to go 6 there. You may want to do Scorching Dragonfire, maybe a Glass Casket. And that could be it. So again, just going to depend on what we're playing, because a lot of the mid-range stuff really stops at 2 creatures, 2-drop creatures. So lots of things to consider there as you're playing. Scorching Dragonfire is going to help you though. Next, late game. So these are going to be things like Yorion or control decks. Shredded Sails could work. Again, for artifacts, if you need, you might want to run Disenchant instead. If they're running more of the creature-based Selesnya, you're going to want Glass Casket in there. You're going to want Scorching Dragonfire, Heliod's Intervention potentially. If they're running the Doom Esper decks, you're absolutely going to need this. You're going to want Disenchant. And again, these are all good spots. So 6. We got 15 cards here. You're not going to touch Legion Angel, so there's really 11, and you're probably only going to need to sideboard 6 in. So that's kind of where I would focus and go from there, to be honest. And then again, mainly that late game curve versus the early game curve is kind of how I position this deck. So that's it, Planeswalkers, really. This one, slightly straightforward in terms of how you want to sideboard, to be honest. From my opinion anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and play some competitive Magic now. Enough of me talking about the deck. Let us get kicking here. So we will go into Standard, right? There's the Mono Blue control deck you guys should absolutely check out. That deck was a ton of fun. Let's go ahead and grab our Warriors deck. All right, and we're off, Planeswalkers. Oof. Really quick pickup there for our best of 1 match. Let me move my face. And we're playing Tyrune first here. Now, quickly, before I decide if I want to keep this hand, I just want to say thank you as always. I appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, if you liked the video, please like it. You can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay up to date on content like this. So I do like this. We're going to keep it, and we'll go from there. I don't want to throw my Spike Field Hazard away if I don't have to, so we'll see. Oop, so we're going to do this. So we'll hit it with Spike. So good thing we held on to that. So control deck, gonna be a interesting game and matchup for us, nonetheless. So we have another white if we want to, so we'll go red there. If we get Maul the Skyclaves on, and this guy lives, we're gonna be in a good spot, so we can start drawing. But there's a 4-drop lethal here, which they're probably going to have. Yep. Blood Chief's Thirst it is. We'll hang on to this one for now. We'll do this. So as long as this is like 3, we're good. Board. So we got Rakdos next turn. I'm gonna dump Ember Cleave. We kept the land for the discard. And yes, Rankle will allow me to sack here too. They'll hit in and sack. They can sack the Sky Shade. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Sack the Shade. There it is. Okay. I was gonna say. Let us bring Rakdos back. So right now, we've got a nice main board. Two-turn clock. So if they can't kill Rakdos or have anything in the air, we have game. Unless they have gain 2 life here too, with Mirror Triton. Oh, they're gonna get us. Unfortunate, my friends. Very, very unfortunate. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Let's go on to our second match here for best of one. Just could not pull through on that. Alright, here we go against Berserker. I feel like I've played them before. Definitely feel like I've played this one before. So we're good here. We go first. We're going to play this first. Get our white source. Then we'll play Mountain Drop Kerrigan. Mono red or Gruul? Ooh, there you go. Rakdos. That is very aggressive. I'm actually going to play this one for now. There we go. We'll keep the Legion Angel. Probably they're not gonna be able to get it yet. Oh, they will now. They're gonna have to strap it though. Let's strap
This
Kerrigan.
battle is going to end on my terms.
That was a misplay. I could have added one to Kerrigan,
That was a waste.
and we would have been just fine. And we don't want to do that yet. Oh, Kerrigan. Could have kept alive, my friend. I could have kept you alive. save this one to hit Bone Crusher, that's why.
I'm looking for new minions. Care to volunteer? Get out of my way already.
There we go, we got our ping.
I was bored anyway.
Yes, there we go. We exacted our revenge on the other mid-range deck. Whew, breaking even there. Good comeback there in the best of one today here with our Boros Warriors deck. Super exciting. All right, let's go now and play our best of 3 traditional standard rank. There's our mono blue. You guys can check that one out. Boros Warriors. All right. And we are headed home now for the final match here. Quickly, Planeswalkers, as always, I just like to say thank you. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, you can like the video if you like it. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay up to date on content like this. Alright, we got a tier 1 platinum player that we're going to be taking on here with our Boros deck. And it's a Yorion deck. Ooh, I like this. We're going to try it. It's aggressive. Uh-oh. Esper Doom Foretold. Here we go. So we'll make it to at least 3. So if they get their Doom Foretold on, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, not yet. Ooh, are they running a counter? Heartless Axe, there you go. Ooh, what do I want to do here? I think we go whites. I think we go...
Solution lies in stone. I welcome new allies.
That is an interesting play for sure.
We will survive this crisis. together.
I think we're going to play that next.
If I'm gone, you'll lose.
Let's get that thing for told off. So we potentially could have lethal next turn. There you go.
Prepare yourself, Heliod. I have killed one god already. If you are going to fight, fight beside me.
So what we do next turn is we -3, and then we can play Elspeth again. Unless they hit Elspeth here. Ooh, they're gonna go for the clue. What do they have? They have nothing in there. Okay.
I miss your guidance, Johnny.
Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, we should have waited. That was a misplay. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're gonna hear me do that again. Should have counted my mana.
Cannot escape
Thought I was good.
fate.
Thought I was 5. Not 6. Could have created 2 more. Where are we at for time? I'm gonna make him finish me off here. Then we're gonna sideboard all our enchantment and artifacts. I'll trade for now. Be under 20. Oh. attacks. Alright, so we got him under 20. We'll let them waste time. Burn a little bit of time. Alright. Not much we could do there. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. So next match, what do we want to do? We will not bring in Glass Casket. We want Disenchants. Take those. We'll take that. I will take that as well. Do I want Ox? I may want Ox here too. So what do we get rid of? What do we get rid of? I'm going to go slow on the cleave. Drop in the Hiri. We need to get rid of 5 more here. More. Well, and here he helped. Let's drop them all. We go like that. This guy's not as good without the equipment, so let's go 1 there. Alright, let's try that. Just need to be real aggressive. Oh. There Ouch, man. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
This expedition was fruitful. Nothing matters more.
Shadow Spear.
I won't be gone forever. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7. We could play Elspeth if we want. They don't have anything in there. There you go. So I potentially have lethal. So we can hit Glass Casket at the end there too. So hopefully we can save Heliod's intervention here. We'll see. Ooh.
So we still have enough to get through. Boom, there we go. All right, on to our third and final match there. So let's think about how we want to do this one. Maybe a little bit differently. Maybe we go back here. Might drop a seasoned. Drop 2 seasons and go another one of those. And Spike Field we'll get rid of. There we go. Alright. Let us do that this time. And see how we do. Not on the play though, so hopefully we can get some decent mana base again. Ooh, here we go. We'll hang on to Needle Verge as long as we can. There we go. So we're good. We got the mana that we need to make this work. I will go Merriman's first, and hopefully they won't have Elspeth's Conquers Death. Could get real aggressive and try for another Kerrigan. But let's see what they do here. Yeah, they're gonna keep one, so can't do that. I think we do this. Let's see if we get away with it. If we do, we'll be in a good spot. So we can hit the Glass Casket here with Emrith. And then play Emrith. So that's fine. Here we go. So we actually have enough for Embercleave as well. And I think we'll have... Ooh, they didn't go for it. It's a sorcery spell. So we would have had 4 8s. We would have been close. It wouldn't have been lethal though. This is sorcery speed.
We'll see. We'll give him a choice. 3, that will be 8. 5, 6, 9. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. So now I can hit the glass caskets.
My home.
I think we got it though. We'll just be safe. We did it. We did it, Planeswalkers. We beat a Yorion Esper Doom deck ranked up into Platinum Tier 2. Very, very awesome game. Great deck. It worked out well. The sideboarding worked out great. Whew, big breath there. All right, so we split best of 1. We won best of 3. A great, great day with this deck. So let's go ahead and check it out again. So again, for starters, this was a 6-0 win deck, whatever, Platinum to Mythic. Obviously is very competitive, as we've seen. Super, super fun. Lots of cool creative things in terms of this construct, and can be very potent. So Planeswalkers, again, here's what we got going on. This deck list is available for you down below in the description, so you have access to it right away. Additionally, links are down there. If you do have questions or comments, let me know. It was a lot of fun to play this one for you, and obviously you guys got to see that. I was having fun. And then, as always, Planeswalkers, I appreciate your support. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel down over there. Additionally, please like the video if you like it. And you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Twitch as well to stay up to date on content like this. So hope you're doing well. Please stay safe. I'll see you again soon, Planeswalkers. Looking forward to pumping out more content. Stay tuned. I am doing some historic decks, so you can keep an eye out for those. Additionally, we'll be putting together a tier list here for that. And continue to enjoy Standard, my friends, as it is a beautiful Standard place right now where we can play lots of cool decks in a competitive manner and still have fun. So with that said, Planeswalkers, you take care. I'll see you again soon. Mythras out.